full heat of midday. I know. I thought I lost him.
Hello. I hope I have sound. Do I have sound? I have sound. I'm live. It says that my stream health is a little bit questionable, so hopefully this is not ill foreboding. Ill, whatever. Welcome. Nobody's here yet, but welcome. I'm tired. I've been working all day. Not at work, but at home. Trying to clean the apartment. And I did that for a lot of yesterday too, so I'm feeling a little bit pooped. Hi, Elizabeth. Mostly just like my hips and like my hip joints hurt because I'm an old lady. I was cold. Now I'm hot. I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna get cold again. Hi, Judith. So basically, I haven't updated my spreadsheets in like a month. I started doing a little bit last night, but I really didn't do much. And I'm feeling behind. So I kind of want to go through the books that I've read and update spreadsheet wise, and then also, oh gosh, the sun. I might have to make Christopher actually hang up that thing really quick. Hold on just a minute. Chris, would you help me hang something over the window so the sun doesn't blind me? It's already live though. I didn't realize how blinded I would be until just now.
It's very bright.
It wasn't bright 2 minutes ago.
I'm just saying, it's very bright.
Now it's so bright.
It's
Ow.
so bright.
It's getting brighter too. What a little jerk.
The sun's
Hi, Katie.
in the perfect spot, I guess.
Oh, gosh.
What?
It's so red.
It's gonna become red now. I don't know what else to do. We use the other blanket to put on the other window all the time, so it doesn't let
Can you do...
heat and coldness in.
You can't put the black thing up, can you?
The what thing?
Your little shawl?
Oh, I guess I could do that.
Oh.
Is that what I did before?
I think you have done that before.
Oh, maybe I have done this one before. I couldn't remember. Give me a second.
I really wish we had blinds.
Well, I'm glad this window doesn't have blinds. I like this window not having stuff covering it, but...
Really?
Yeah. I like being able to look out my window. I would hate to have
you
something
could pull
covering
the blinds up.
Unnecessary. Most of the time.
Riveting content that everyone's here for. Thank you so much.
Does that help?
Yeah, that helps
Hopefully
a lot.
the sun doesn't
It was
peek out above or
hurting
below
me.
it or something.
And my hair's already red, so I looked hookah red.
Hi.
I love you. Thank
I love
you.
you too.
Mwah, you're the best ever. Hush. Okay. Now back to the stream. It's still like a little bit bright coming through here, but that's okay. Maybe I'll pull this over a little bit and maybe stick a book on top of it. Okay. Anyway. What is this little strand? Oh, it's from the top. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe I'll just hunch over here. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so anyway, today, yeah, like I said, I haven't updated my spreadsheets like all month because I was doing the Read D&D-a-thon. And I read like 55 things last month. So I didn't really do much else besides read. I think that helps with the lighting a little bit. Okay, so Anyway, I want to do that. Let's do that. Excuse me. You read 26 books last month. Holy cow. It's like a book a day. But my 55 things were not like 55 novels, though. Like, a lot of them were like graphic novels or short works and stuff, so. Blah, 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 blah. So. So I updated Forbidden. Once Ghosted, Twice Shy. I think those are the last things I updated. And The Wicked King. So let's pull up any other romances that I've read since then. This is technically a romance. Young adult romance. Playing Doctor. Begging for It. Pride and Prejudice. I mean, Kitchen Princess has like romance elements, but I wouldn't actually call it a romance. 99% Mine, Vicious, The Mistake, Fame, Fate, and the First Kiss, The Score, From Lukov with Love, The Masqueraders, Not the Duke's Darling. What do you guys want to see first? Should I do my star jars now? Should I go over my... Oh, I forgot to grab my TBR for the Femme Fatale. Let me go grab my notebook that has it in there. I'm such a mess today. I apologize. I'll be right back. Maybe I'll go over that first. Baby?
This is like a super aversion to taking things out and then put it back. I guess it's like being super lazy.
Laziness to the max.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you. Okay. Read 5 books last month. That's still really good though. Any amount of reading is good. I agree with Elizabeth. Yeah. I don't know. That's more than I was reading on BookTube a few years ago. Okay, so let's talk about the Femme Fatale. Let's quickly go over the challenges. I chose an individual book for each challenge, but a lot of these can double up for each other. So by the end of the month, closer to the end of the readathon, maybe on Friday, I'll like reassess what challenges I still have to hit and then try to focus on those. Okay, so for the Femme Fatale, in case anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a readathon focused on reading fantasy books written by female authors. So all of these are by female authors, and then it's just like different prompts. So a queer slash LGBTQIA plus book. I'm going to try to read Priory of the Orange Tree. For romance, I put Hunted by Megan Spooner on my list. book inspired by myth, I chose The Cold is in Her Bones. That is by, gosh, who's that by? Peter Nell Van Arsdale. For translated fiction, I chose Fruits Basket. Just because it's Japanese, it's translated. For a standalone, I chose The Lost Girl. Let me check who the author on The Lost Girl is. By Anne Ursu. For BAME, a Black, Asian, and minority ethnic author, I chose An Unkindness of Ghosts, and that is by Rivers Solomon. For fairy tale retelling, I chose The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. For a novella, I chose In an Absent Dream by Shauna McGuire. For a book published pre-2000, I chose The Fire Rose by Mercedes Lackey. For historical fantasy, I chose Enchanté by... I don't remember who it's by. Enchanté by Gita Trelease, and oh my gosh, this is not great. I've put that one on, like, I started it and I'm not totally feeling it, so I actually put that one on, like, hold at the library again. I'm gonna try to get to it in a few weeks, but a bunch of these other books are technically, like, historical fantasy, like The Bear and the Nightingale, and In an Absent Dream, and The Fire Rose, and The Cold is in Her Bones. Like, all of these, I feel like, could be considered historical fiction. Historical fantasy. For YA, I chose Dark of the West, and then for Dark of the West is by Joanne Hathaway, and then for an adult book, I chose Bloodfire by Helen Harper. So those are the books that I'm planning on reading this week. At least the female fantasy books that I'm planning on reading this week. We'll see. You also read the 3 short stories in Assassin's Blade. Nice. Every Boy. Hi, Bruna. Yeah, the title's excessive. I'm like, I want to do so many things today. So anyway, there's my Femme Fatale reading plans. There's other books that I would like to get to this week that are not those, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I guess I should also remind you guys right now that there's a live stream that I'm going to be part of over on Taylor's channel for the Artemis Fowl read along, and that's Page Screen Taylor, and we're going to be discussing the Arctic Incident, book 2. So if you want to come chat about the Arctic Incident with us, we'll be doing that at 5 p.m. EST over on Taylor's channel. I'm pretty stoked, except for the fact that I feel pretty tired. I mean, I have been up since 6 a.m. So I'm starting to flag a little bit, so there we go. It's a little bit better. Not very much, but a little bit. You need to read book 2. Gosh, Judith, I feel so betrayed. It's fine. Not a big deal. You just were prioritizing other things this month. But yeah, book 3 we'll be reading next month, so if you want to catch up and read the first 3 Artemis Fowl books, they're very short and they're very great. I recommend it. So, what else should I do? I think I should fit where all of these books fit into, like, my readathon stuff, my reading goals stuff, and then from there I should choose, new books to add to my TBR, even though I'm already tremendously behind. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so Let's see if Disenchanted, The Trials of Cinderella can fit into any of these. African American romance. Well, she's not African American. She's black because it's not set in our world. But I think that's the spirit of the challenge, that it's a black female character. So I'm gonna count it even though she's not American, because America doesn't exist. You know? You love my motto? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Oh, this could be a fairy tale retelling too. So let's just pop it in there. Why the frick not? It's also a fantasy. Yeah, everyone give Bruna a round of applause in chat. She's already read like double what she read last year. So, and that was like the end of February that she completed everything, so. Could be a reading machine this year. Oh, it essentially could be my motto. I say it a lot. It's true. Sorry, I didn't notice. Okay. Could these count for... Oh, I need to pull up Romanceopoly to see what the actual challenges are. No, I want to see the challenges. Okay. This could be part of Growing Pains Lane. Growing Pains Place, whatever. All the mindless scrolling on social media. Hi, Keisha. We're having a very fascinating stream today. Yeah, anyway. Now we have to do this for all the other books. Plain Doctor by Kathy Yardley. Let's see where this one fits in. Hooray. I don't know if it will fit into any of these. I guess it could be friends to lovers, because they're friends for a really long time online. Oh boy, that's not what I want. don't think it's any of these others. He's a giant dickhead. I could put him for villain gets the girl, because she was the only reason that book wasn't total garbage. He was literally the worst. Oh, well, happy birthday, Keisha. But honestly, not leaving the house is like a great thing. So. Just taking it easy at home. Yeah, if I don't have to leave the house, I don't want to most of the time. I won't most of the time. So. Ooh, this could be my bus book. Okay. Okay. Begging for it. Is not a hardship. Drunk people are not your favorite people. Oh, great. Yeah. I don't think this is going to count for any of these. It doesn't count for anything. That's crazy. I could read it. I could put it in for whatever romance you want. Let's do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm not being super chatty. I apologize. This is not going to be a very good stream. I don't think I announced the prompt, the mystery prompt #1, so I need to look that up as well, make sure that I get to that. Is this book going to be totally useless? I guess it could be Erotic Eves. Maybe I'll put it in there. Why not? Might as well use every book. Okay, who's begging for it? Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Let's see where this fits in. It is a classic. There we go. I don't know if this book fits anywhere. It doesn't fit anywhere. That's depressing. Oh, that's so stupid, Bruna. 99% mine. Hey, this would be a blue-collar romance. Sweet. Which one was that? I think there was one for the romance readers group for blue-collar romance. There it is. And for romance-opoly, would this count as anything? He's like a contractor, and she's a photographer. Sorry, you guys. This is such a boring stream. Bad Boy Circus? Do I have anything? Oh, I have Hearts in Darkness right there. Well, I feel like this is more fitting. 99% mine is definitely fitting for right there, because she's a bad girl, technically. This would work too. Maybe I'll do that. It looks like a puzzle. It's a lot. Especially, it's a lot easier if you update it as you go, but all month I've just been like garbage. So I have not done anything. Vicious by LJ Shen. Is this book even gonna fit anywhere? I do need to remember that I read this book off of the romance package, and I don't remember where I read it off of the romance package. Like, I didn't find it under a category, so I need to remember that when I do, that I can use this. Jazz age, literary, medieval. I guess this is technically a new adult romance according to other people, so I will count it. He's not any of these other things. Okay. Oh my gosh, Keisha. Happy birthday to you. A whole freaking week off. That's awesome. I don't think this book counts for anything. This is so boring. Gosh dang. Oh well. It will get added to this pile. This pile is going to get very long, and then I'm going to start be able to use them for for challenges that I land on in the future. Okay, The Mistake by L. Kennedy. This will count for a good decent amount of stuff. I'm going to use that for a sports romance because, oh yeah. And a new adult one set in college row. There we go. Everything's fine. I really like it a lot. I loved the second book. Fame, Fate, and the First Kiss. I don't think this is going to count for anything either. Because it's boring, 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 boring. Okay. Hi, Diana. I am... You own it. You should read it. It was really good. I am trying to... I'm going through all the romance books that I read in the past month and fitting them into the Romance-opoly challenge, the Romance Across the Ages challenge, and the Unapologetic Romance Readers challenge. And I should have kept up with this all month, but I didn't. And now I'm hopelessly behind and having to remember what these are about. I don't know if this will fit into any. Literary. Pirate. Yeah, no, it's not any of those either. Dang it. And I don't know if this will fit into any of the other ones either. Okay, I'll just put it up here in the miscellaneous category. I should have been doing this all month. It's really my bad. This is thankfully, like, everything's kind of just tracked right here for me, though, so it is easy to go through and put things in their places. It's not like I have to really remember anything. I mean, it's not an arranged marriage. Kind of an arranged partnership. Otherwise, I don't think it's any of these. I mean, it's a sports romance, but I already got that one. I really want to fit this one in, though. I could put it as animal lovers. I mean, she's the main character. Lukov isn't. But he owns a lot of pets and hangs out with them a lot, so. So I'm just gonna count that. Okay. The Masqueraders by Georgette Hare. I'll put this in literary romance because it's, I don't know, it's historical romance that's older. I'm gonna count it. And I already have that in as my Georgian romance because it is that. And I already put it in as my Austen Row. Ironically enough, I did not put Pride and Prejudice in under Austen Row, but it's fine. And then Not the Duke's Darling, I read by Elizabeth Hoyt, which was so terrible. I highly recommend not reading it. It is a historical romance. I don't remember what time period this is set during. Maybe I'll just set it down to, like, look at later. Be like, oh, remember to come. I mean, she's Scottish. The book doesn't take place in Scotland, but she is Scottish. So I may use it for that. And isn't there one that's just historical? Memory Lane? Did I already use Memory Lane? Well, I already have something there, but I'd technically rather use all romances instead of any of these other ones. I don't know what else I could list the sports romance to, though, because it's like a new adult sports romance, but I already have my new adult romance covered, and I don't think it really fits into the other ones. Not that I can see off of first glance, at least. It's only $1 plus tax. Hello, Elizabeth. So I think I'm all caught up now, which is awesome. I mean, I'm definitely not caught up in my reading, but in updating my spreadsheet, I am, which is good. Gosh dang. I really hope there's not more books that I've listened to the Audible romance package this year that I've, like, forgotten that I did do that with. Did it for the Masqueraders. I did it for Vicious. I don't think any of the rest of these are Audible romance, though. No, they're not. I checked them all out from the library, or owned them already. Okay. That's good stuff. Oops. The Penguin Drop Cap editions. They have those on Book Outlet right now. I mean, I definitely can't afford them right now. So, I kind of hate you right now. But, I mean, technically, I could. But I also don't want Christopher to kill me, so. Oh no, how do I find them? Oh, they went fast. Dang it. Okay, well, good. Because that would have made me a sad potato. Oh, I don't need them. I own so many books already. Okay, Keisha. Maybe you better not, though. Because I really... Oh, If anyone's interested, they have the really pretty version of City of Bones on here, the 10th anniversary. I don't know. I really don't get this trend of like making 10th anniversary books for like young adult books. I'm like, okay, it's only 10 years old, like take a chill pill. But if anyone wants it, it's quite pretty. I hated that book. It's fine though. Oh, that's nice. They have this box set right here. Is this hardcover or are they paperbacks? It looks like they're paperbacks, but that's pretty good. All 5 books in the Lunar Chronicles for only 35 bucks. That's only $5 a book. And if you're in the US, it's free shipping on it. If you want them. I'm such a terrible enabler. You only needed winter or else you would have gotten it. I own the first 2 books. I really recommend 100 Hugs by Chris Riddle if you just want something lovely to look at. It's this tiny little hardcover book and it just is 100 illustrations of hugs. Definitely look up if you like Chris's art style. I personally find it very charming. It's just 100 hugs and it's like different like real people and literary characters and animals and like all sorts of stuff. So there's like literally like Alice in Wonderland and like the Cheshire Cat hugging and like I think the Red Queen and the White Queen. Like there are like characters that are recognizable, but then there's also like just like random animals. It's very, very cute. I recommend that book. It's adorable. The shipping is insane. It's good. You're completely avoiding the temptation. Okay, so I'm done filling in my challenges for these challenges. Weird. I have so many books that I need to get to that I own on Audible. I have been doing super great with that recently. I have been reading a lot of books on Audible, but like I've been buying them and immediately reading them is what is the point that I want to get to anyway. So I'm just trying to live my future dream, but like I need to read the books that I already own first. And Disenchanted is a retelling that I could put on for my what's-its-face thing. But I pretty much do have a set TBR that I want to read for that, so I'm going to try not to do that. Okay, so let's choose my let's choose my TBR. Wow, it is so dark in here. But the sun is blinding. I don't know. I wish I could like brighten this up for you guys so that's more tolerable. I wonder if this will help or something. Tell me if I'm just making it worse. No, I didn't mean to do that. I know I made that one worse. Is that making it better at all? Better or worse? Better? Hopefully better. Okay. 65 on shipping. And you're not even overseas, true. I did end up liking Beneath the Sugar Sky. I wonder what you hated so much about it. We'll definitely have to... I wonder if it's, like, having to do with, like, ability. Let me know if it has something to do with ability and characters with disability at the end of the book. Let me know if that's what bothered you, because that's the only thing I could really think of that, like, I feel like I caught. So, anyway. Hi, Elizabeth. I have no idea what you said, but welcome. No, it wasn't that. Okay. Then I have no idea. We'll have to talk about it then, because I'm very curious. Oh, okay. Well, have a good nap. You deserve it. Okay, so let's open some star jars up and talk about what a mess I am. What else is new? Okay, so I'm like hecka behind on my prompts. I'm not really worried about it though, because I'm gonna try to just like keep on writing down the books as I pull them and just keep on adding them to like a master TBR and then try to fit those like into readathons and stuff. Like whenever the prompts for the Owls readathon, I'm sure a lot of these will fit in quite nicely. So I'm not really worried about it, but it is like starting to feel like a tiny bit overwhelming, and I don't want that to be the case. But also, like, I want to participate in readathons and have fun with that, and I also want to keep on, like, reading the books from the library that I've been checking out, so, like, I definitely need to find a balance, but I'm just going to continue, like, drawing these, and we'll see how we go. In case anyone's wondering, that's a spoiler for Beneath the Sugar Sky, so if you haven't read that book, there's that. I don't know. I don't want anyone out to accidentally read this. So now that I've read it, I'm going to delete it. Don't be offended, though. But it's okay that you put that in there, just for a minute. Fair enough, though. I just don't want someone to, like, read that, because that is, like, talking about, like, what happens to characters and stuff at the end. Okay, so let's start off with, like, my sequels, my series completion thing. So far this year, I've completed 14 series, including rereads. Without rereads, I would be at 12 series, and without series that I started this year, I would be at 10 series. So 10 series completed or caught up on, I still think is, like, really good. I don't like the writing, but I like the characters and the messages and the worlds. but I don't like the writing. Ugh, this is so shiny over here. It's getting reflected into my eyes and it hurts. Okay. So I've been completing a lot of series, but I need to like keep on it or otherwise I'm gonna get behind. Technically, if I don't read any series this month, I'm fine though. So I'm just gonna dump my things into this bigger one. We have a runaway star. It is all the way under the desk. I will be right back. Shh, 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 shh. Bruna, no one asked you for your nosy, rude questions. I have started 19 series this year. So I'm still starting more series than I'm completing, but 2 of those series were the series that I completed. So there is that, and I don't know, I don't really mind starting a ton of series as long as I mostly just want to keep up on reading them is my biggest thing, so anyway. So here we are. I'm gonna pull out, how many weeks are in this month? 4? Okay, so I'm gonna pull out 4 then. 4 first books in series. I swear, if one of these is the Sixton Lou book, I am putting it back in. I just can't deal with reading that book. It's too big. I'm already going to try to work on March of the Mammoths. I can't read that as well. I don't hate myself that much. I could be finishing not any series at all. That's clue. I'm not counting Sundays though. I'm going off of Mondays as like the first day of the week. The first one is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, which or the Morgan Crow series, I guess, by Jessica Townsend. Wow, that does really not want to show you. You can sort of see what it says. Anyway, I promise it's there. I already caught up on that series. Suck it. What's our next one? I don't know if I will pull out another one then, because there are series that I already pulled out that I haven't worked on yet. So I think... Oh, The Folk of the Air by Holly Black. That's another one that I've already caught up on. Booyah. Catching up on all these series. So I'm just going to put these right in like the completed bag. And then I have an uncompleted bag. And maybe I will pull one more then, since I completed both of those. Well, I've chosen 3 Mammoths for the month. We'll see what I actually end up getting to. I ended up choosing the Priory of an Orange Tree. The Priory of an Orange Tree? Priory of an Orange Tree? Which I'm also going to be reading for feminist, or femme fatale tale. And then I'm also... I also plan on reading Middlemarch by George Eliot, which I'm hecka excited to read. And I'd also like to reread Bleak House by Charles Dickens. So those are like my 3 like tentative ones. I was going to try to go for 4, but like, let's not overwhelm myself. I personally, when I restart a series, I count it as a started series, personally, but Yeah, it's really big. But actually, the audiobook isn't that long. It's only like 25 hours compared to, like, I don't know, say, A Storm of Swords, which is one of the other books I was considering, which is like 45 hours. So I'm like, oh, easy. I don't know, like, I could read that in 3 or 4 days. Okay, so the book that I just chose right now, the next series that I just chose right now, is a book that it hasn't come out yet, but it comes out in March, which is why it's in the stack, and it's In a Badger Way by Shelley Lorenstern. This is part of, like, the Honey Badger Shifter series. I read the first book last year when it came out, and I really liked it. I'm excited to read book 2, but I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on this right away, so it will go in the bag. I will put it on the list and try to get to it maybe in April instead. So I think I will choose one more after I open this one. I swear, if this is the Six and Lou one, oh my gosh, it is. I called it. This book is going back until I can mentally deal with it. I can't do it right now. It's so long, and it's so science fiction-y. Okay, so let's draw out 2 more then. See how this goes. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this is The Time series by Megan Morrison. The next book comes out at the end of March. I don't think it's going to be on audio, but I'm probably going to read it physically because I'm so excited about it. I'm really crushed that they don't have the audiobook for it on Audible yet, though, which means they probably won't have it for release. But I'll probably just read it physically and then read it again on audio when it comes out. Oh, okay. I was like, what series is this? Because it's covering the series name and it's only showing the author. Come on, come out. There we go. And this is The Ravenels by Lisa Kleypas. Yeah, you really can't see that. I wonder without this light if you could. There you go. The Ravenels by Lisa Kleypas. This is book 5 in the series. I'm going in with low expectations. The first book I gave 3 stars. The second book I gave 1 star. The third book I gave like 3.5 stars. And then the fourth book I gave 2 stars. So going on that trend, this should be a positive one, like a 3 to 4 star read, but oh boy, I really hope I like it. Okay, let's just choose one more because I'm a masochist. Your library doesn't have the audio? For Priory of an Orange Stream, I believe it is an Audible exclusive, which would explain why. This is the Asking For It series by Layla Pace. There is a novella, so like technically I've completed this series, but there is a novella. Maybe I'll try to get my hands on the novella and read that. Okay, so let's call that good. Also, out of this little series, teacup, I want to, okay, so let's go through and count the amount of series that I have in here that I could complete at any time if I wanted to. Okay, I think that's all of them. So there's 9 series in here, and I could have already finished some of those that I could complete at any time. So I think I'm actually going to right now pull out 2 series that I just need to read the next book, and then I will only have 1 book left. So I'm going to pull out 2 series that I have to read 2 books just to like start motivating myself on doing that. Oh, and then with the Six and Lou, that's 10. So there's 10 series in there that I could read just by finishing 1 book. I'm going to pull out 2 series that I could read. I only need to read 2 more books in. So how I've been doing this, in case you're wondering how I'm keeping track, I am refreshing these every month. So I'm not opening them all up every time and stuff. But at the end of a month, I look back and any new series that I started go in under the new series color. Any series that I made progress on, where I've made it so now that there's only 2 books left, I'll put that, and only 1 book left, and I'll put that. And then any new releases coming out, I'll also put that in there, which is like why there's so many new releases that are in here right now. Auto exclusive, it has been happening more and more. What a bummer. So, anyway, that's how I've been keeping track. So this one is the London Celebrity series by Lucy Parker. This is, I didn't love the first book, but I didn't hate it either. I really want to try the next book though, because the first book is about an actor and an actress on, for London theater. And so stage actors, and I thought that part was quite interesting. I just didn't love the characters, but I would not mind reading more in that series, which is why it's still in here. And it's only a trilogy. I've read the first book. So I guess I'll be reading book 2 soon, which would have been perfect for Contemporary-a-thon, but oh well. And then, oh, this is perfect. Binti by Nydia Okorafor. I actually just DNF'd that series. I don't know. It's just really not doing anything for me. I liked the first book, but trying to read the second book was just making me feel dazed, and I kept not focusing on it whatsoever, and purposefully zoning it out because I just was not feeling it at all. So I'm gonna just put it in my DNF pile. If I ever feel like coming back to it, I will, but considering that I didn't love Binti, I liked it okay. But I doubt I will ever come back to it. So, anyway, I got an hour into that book. Yeah, I got 25% of the way through it, and I was just not feeling it. So let's choose one more then. Let's choose this one. Okay. And I was also oh, am I choosing too many books? Is this going to overwhelm myself? But honestly, I've been reading about a book a day with no signs of stopping, and that's not even including graphic works and stuff. I've just been reading about that much, a book a day, so I don't mind picking these and trying to force myself to read them a little bit more. Silo by Hugh Howey. I don't know. I think I'm going to put this one back for now. I just don't think I can emotionally deal with heavy science fiction right now. I think I need a break from the heavy science fiction. So, goodbye, Hugh Howey. You will get drawn back out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really loved Wool. I gave it 5 stars. But I just don't feel emotionally prepared to read book 2 and find out what happens. Not yet. Give me a couple months. Okay, so let's pull out one more then. I love how I'm cheating so much. Ooh, this is a really good one. Okay, this is the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger. I still need to unwrap it. Parasol Protectorate by Gail Carriger. This is, I just have 2 books left in this series, obviously. I'm currently maybe an hour or 2 into Heartless, and I started it 3 months ago or 4 months ago. It's been a while, so I'm just gonna pick up where I started, where I left off, because I remember what happened. I just never continued on with it, so I'm very excited. And this also I have on a separate challenge. I also have this on my steampunk challenge for the Romanceopoly, so that's perfect as well. Okay, let me go get some water, go to the bathroom. I'll come back and keep drawing the stars. Oh boy. gotta cheat in your reading to stay interested. It's true. And like, I've been on such like a reading swing recently. Very much in a reading mood and reading like so much. I don't want to read stuff that I know will like potentially put me in a slump. So, hi Libby. We are just chatting about books per usual. So I think I'm also going to draw 2 books that I have 3 or more books left in. Series that I have 3 or more books left in that I started before 2018. There's unfortunately a lot of them. So I think I'm going to draw 2 of those as well, just to put them on my radar to pick up soon. So, I'm going to do that. Oh, interesting. This is definitely not one I would have picked up on my own any time in the future, in the near future, so that's quite alright. This is the Truth About the Duke series by Carolyn Linden. She's actually a Massachusetts author. I've actually met her at an acquaintance's house. I liked the first book. It didn't like wow me, but I'm definitely interested in reading book 2. And let's see what the next series is. I wonder if I should choose 2 series that I started this year as well. Would that be a good idea? To choose 2 series from previous years and then 2 series from the current year, or 1 series from the previous year, or this year and then previous years? Maybe I'll do that. Oh, this is perfect. The Simply Quartet by Mary Balogh. I've been really wanting to continue on with the series, so that's actually perfect as well. Maybe I'll treat myself and choose 1 series that I started either late last year or this year. Why not overwhelm myself with all the books? Oh gosh, I don't want to do this one right now. I'm just gonna put this one back away. Let's choose a different one. I thought this would be fun and exciting. Like, yay, I get to read something that I started very recently. That's okay. This one's okay. Okay, this is fine. This is Kitchen Princess by Natsumi Ando, and this is a reread for me. It's a manga series. I'm okay with reading the next installment in that series. Oh, what the hey. Let's choose 1 more red one then. 1 more that I started either this year or late last year. Oh, this is perfect too. I was actually already planning on reading that this month for, if Elizabeth is still awake, for March Mystery Madness. And that is the Cormoran Strike series by Robert Galbraith. I want to read the next book, which is the Silkworm, and then when I read this red tab can then be moved into the thing that I only have 2 books left to read. So, what book was I putting away? It was also a reread series that I restarted last month. That was by Emily Rada, the Fairy Realm series by Emily Rada. The first book is The Charm Bracelet. Oh, I guess Lizzie is still awake. I hopefully not, because I was yelling at her that she like jolted awake when I bellowed March Mystery Madness into the microphone. But I was already planning on getting to this. It's actually sitting right behind me. Right here. So, I was already planning on getting to this. So perfect. You heard your name. Okay. Well, while Lizzie's here, I guess we can talk about what I plan on reading for March Mystery Madness then. Okay, so these are the things I want to read for March Mystery Madness. I want to read The Silkworm. I want to read the next Flavia DeLuce book, which is right here. You can't really see him, but I want to read this yellow one. Red Herring Without Mustard. I'm very excited to read that. I would like to read the next book in the Cat Halloway series, which was on my TBR for last year. Pretty much my TBR for March Mystery Madness this year is my same TBR for March Mystery Madness last year. Go watch that TBR video if you want to see what I want to read, because I suck. And didn't read like any of them because I got in a major reading slump last March. I also really want to read the next book, the third book in the Mysterious Benedict Society. I need to read the like prequel novella, like it's not a novella, the prequel book as well, but I want to read book 3 first. And then I'll just have one book left. She'd already come in and woke you up. Nice. You still have time. You still have all month to get a Flavia book. I want to read... Oh gosh, what else is on my TBR? The next Franny Fisher series book, Murder on the Ballarat Train, is also on my TBR. That might be it, honestly. Ugh. I have a missed call. That's so annoying. Let me see. I love the sweetness at the bottom of the pie, like, irrationally much. I think it's great. I think those are all the mysteries on my TBR for this month, which is, like, still a decent amount, considering that I never read them. I also am considering rereading Pride and Prejudice this month. And yeah. Keisha, you need to do like a series like TBR crackdown, or there's like a TBR crackdown. You should do what Lala did, and you should go back to all these previous months and like make all these previous book hauls and make yourself read all the books on the book hauls. I would live for that series. Okay, so there we go. Those are my... There's always one that just like is like, I'm sick of this existence, and like tries to like make a run for it. And I say, no, get back in your little teacup. I want to live in a giant teacup. Be grateful. The little brat. So now it's slightly less overflowing. It was getting really bad. I need to continue to be good. I don't know. Should I open this star? I think I should just open the star because it wanted the love. It also is covered. Should this be a new unofficial rule that if a star makes a run for it, it has to be opened? Cathartic. I thought you said it's so Catholic. I was like, what are we talking about? I wish more people did Closet in the Hall as well. That was great. Oh, Flavia's so good. I don't know. I do think that pushing yourself to get rid of it... I'm gonna put this book back. I don't feel like reading it right now. I do feel like... Actually, no, I shouldn't. I should read it. I need to read it. I do feel like getting rid of it is, like, a bit harsh. But maybe you would get, like, limits on it otherwise. Like, so for, like, every book that you complete, you get to spend... You can get to, like, spend this amount of money more on books. But if you don't finish the books, then you get that money taken away from you until you read them or whatever. Like, do something else. Okay, so the Little House series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I'm rereading the series, but I only reread the first book. I really need to continue rereading them because my sisters are making me read a biography about her, I think in August. And I would like to reread the entire series before I read this biography about her, so. Balancing the books? I don't know what that is. Prairie Fires. I don't remember who it's by. Don't ask. Drinking by myself. Did she do one? Okay, I should really stop that. I'm sure it's getting annoying. I just think it's a funny sound. Okay. That's just my series so far. Let's talk about the other books. Let's do my challenges next. Again, dumped into the bigger cup they go, so I can smush them around. So let's start by choosing one of every pattern. Okay. One of every pattern. I'm only going to choose one fantasy again because I've been so on top of reading all the fantasies. But I will choose 2 retellings. Your aunt is calling. Okay. The question is, does it exist on Audible? Because if it doesn't exist on, not on Audible, on audio. If it's not on audio, I'm sorry, it's just not happening. Not for me right now. I haven't had a pain-free neck day in a month. Like, the idea of, like, physically reading a book just, like, makes me want to cry. It doesn't look like it's on audio for my quick, is it on Audible check. I don't know, it's just the one that my mom chose for us to read. And also did book jail. Oh. Okay. These are my stars. I wonder if should I have made myself bigger for this entire time? There I am. These are my stars that I chose. Let's open them. So this should be my fantasy challenge. What genre is this? Sword and Sorcery. Have I already read a Sword and Sorcery? Maybe not. I don't have one marked as Sword and Sorcery, but I also haven't updated this challenge yet. What's the last book that I put on there that I've read? The Lies of Locke Lamora? Down Among the Sticks and Bones? Probably Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Have I read a Sword and Sorcery since then? Wondersmith. Will this count as anything? Okay, I don't think I have read a Sword and Sorcery, but let's put these other ones in just to put it in there, you know? Okay. I don't think I've read historical fantasy yet, but I actually have a couple on my TBR. A high fantasy. Disenchanted is certainly a high fantasy. Heck yeah. Classic fantasy. Alternate universe. River of Teeth is alternate history, but it's close enough that I'm gonna count it. Oh, let's put Disenchanted under retelling for now. I can always move it if I need to. Oh, and as far as graphic novel, well, I could do I Hate Fairyland. That works. I'm just gonna put Wondersmith in as just general fantasy. Oh, and An Absent Dream is historical fantasy. F yeah. That makes me a happy person. Alright. I'll never look at Little House the same way again. Does that mean I shouldn't read it so that my childhood isn't scarred? I don't know. It's just like so physically draining for me right now. And like I am in the mood to physically read, but also like I'm in a lot of pain, so nice. I'm not doing too bad, am I? So out of all my challenges, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 prompts left. So I'm halfway done with my challenge. Okay, Sword and Sorcery. Good stuff. I'm not going to draw another one just because, like I said, I'm 12 ahead. I don't need to risk drawing one of the ones that I haven't read yet. You're not sure if you would have liked Flora in real life. Oh no. Well, maybe this is why I need to reread the entire series before, just so I can, like, enjoy it one last time. Here's the next book in my retelling. Retelling bingo. Okay. A Wonderland retelling. Well, lovely. I can certainly do that. I just reread Alice in Wonderland. Does that count? Ah, I'm like ripping it. Stop. Oh. I'm going to put this one back simply because there's a series that I want to get through for the retelling, and it's a second book in the series. So obviously I want to get to the first book first, which is also in here. So I will draw it at some point. So I'm just going to pop this one back in for the bingo retelling. And it will get read at some point this year for sure, though. Okay, let's do a different one. Let's do this one instead. That was a Peter Pan retelling. That was the, that was Peter and the Shadow Thieves, the sequel to Peter and the Starcatchers. I loved that book when I was younger. I really hope I still love that series. And I know Bruna was reading Peter Pan and Scarlet, is that what it's called? And she said it was, like, okay, but, like, not the best thing ever. More Peter Pan retellings. Gosh. More Peter Pan retellings. Honestly, I don't think I've read too many more besides that, like, one series, but I loved it so much as a kid. So I'm very excited to reread them to see if I still like them. Okay, book with both based on Native American folklore, and for that I chose Trail of Lightning. I don't know why I can't talk. This kind of works. This book did get nominated. I mean, I'm very excited to read this book. It did get, I mean, it kind of works for this time period is what I meant, because it did get nominated for BookTube SFF, so I could read this for that. I would like to read it before the BookTube SFF happens. And then also, now I'm like all freezing. Let me grab my heater. Also, I am currently participating in the Fantail series readathon. I don't know, I can't talk right now. I'm pretty sure I will still love Peter and the Starcatchers. Anyway, I am participating in that, so, like, I could technically squeeze this in if I have the time to, which I probably won't, but, like, I could try. Otherwise, I'm more than happy to get to it sometime later in the month. I haven't read anything by her yet, but she's on my list. Okay. I still have all these books to choose. So, to open up. So let's do this one. So the red ones are the newest ones that I've added in, and these are the oldest books on my Goodreads TBR. So, let's see. This one, oh, I'm not doing this. I have to read this one physically. I just like mentally, emotionally, and physically just, like, cannot right now. Later, perhaps. Let's try this one instead. Okay, so this has been on my Goodreads TBR since April of 2009. So next month will be the 10-year anniversary that this is that this has been on my Goodreads TBR, and this is can you see that? Merchant of Death by DJ McHale. This is the first book in the Pendragon series, which has nothing to do with King Arthur and constantly offends me. So, which is why I have not read it yet. It's one of my husband's favorites, but I can't get past that the title is called Pendragon and that it's not about King Arthur. I'm personally offended. So, let's move on. I will read it though. We'll see if I like it. Christopher says the first two are like the weakest and they definitely get better after that, so he will force me to read the entirety of the series. The oldest book on my Goodreads TBR, I think, is from, like, July or August of 2008. So it's, like, almost 11 years. Okay, let's just close this one back up. I can't do this. By the end of the year, all I'm going to have are books that I'm, like, trying to avoid. I swear. Except for it's only the third month of the year, so let's be kind to Giselle. She just can't handle right now. This is not gonna happen right now. Let's choose another one instead. These are seriously difficult to open. But they're so aesthetically pleasing. Oh, this is perfect. This is Hunted by Megan Spooner. This is one of the books that Kara challenged me to read this year. So, I'm going to read it. I was already potentially planning on reading it for the Femme Fatale readathon anyway, so that's perfect timing. Oh my gosh, really, Lizzie? Oh, jeez. Pendragon is not about King Arthur. Yeah, no, it's not. The Pendragon series, the series called Pendragon is not about King Arthur, and I feel personally offended on so many levels. Let's choose my next book. I think these are my Newberries. This is my Newberry. Caddy Woodlawn by Carol Ryrie Brink. This is the 1936 Newbery winner. I will be reading that sometime in the next couple months. And my last book, which is books Christopher wants me to read this year. Yeah, that's not happening. It's not happening anytime soon, and I don't want to pull it out and it just sit there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hunt for a specific book. Give me a sec. Now I'm getting too hot because the heater's on. No, I don't think it's like that. I'm not reading this one right now either. I'm sorry, Christopher, but I just cannot deal with some of the books that you're trying to make me read right now. I'm going to hunt for a specific book that I know is in here. Because I'm already planning on reading it. And I know it's kind of cheaty, but like, it's my challenge. Do not judge me. You have an abridged audio version. Weird. I hate abridged books. I wish they didn't exist. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. No. There's probably a book called Pendragon that does have that, but like the Pendragon series by DJ and McHale does not. Oh, look at that. It's The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. Oh, what a coincidence that I pulled this book out when I was already planning on reading it in March. Woo! I'm pretty pleased with myself. Okay, so. Oh, a library sale. I honestly hate abridged versions of books so much. I wish they didn't exist. Pisses me off. The only way I can understand abridged books if it's like super abridged. Almost more like a synopsis, like an hour or two long synopsis. But if you're just going to abridge like an 18-hour audiobook down to like a 12-hour audiobook, I don't get the point. Or a 6-hour long audiobook down to a 4-hour long audiobook. Like, I don't get the point. Like, if it's like The Count of Monte Cristo or like other classics, that it's like a 30-hour audiobook and you wanted to bridge down to like 3 hours, I understand that. But anything besides that just makes me angry. So, anyway. Lizzie, are you laughing at me about pulling out the silkworm? What a great coincidence. I love when stuff like that happens. And there it is all back in my little Totoro mug. Okay, so we've done those ones. I have a few more left. Okay, so this is my Audible star teacup. And I'm going to pull out, I still have 2 like left over from last month. I'm just going to pull out, 3 and try to prioritize them this month. We'll see what ends up happening. So far, I have pulled out and added to my TBR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is going to be 17, 18, 19. And then I have 2 more, which is 21. But some of them are duplicates. So it's probably around 19 books. It's fine. Hey, I think this book I already read. Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, Old Man's War by John Scalzi. I did read it. I DNF'd it. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't the worst thing ever. I just, like, personally don't enjoy people killing aliens in very depressing manners, like by squishing them to death. So. And Homeland by Ari Salvatore I also tried to read, and I DNF'd. Whoop whoop! Alright, so never mind. Let's draw 2 then? Or should I do 3? Let's try to do 3 Audible books and see how this goes. 3 Audible books this month to try to prioritize. Oh. Weird. I forgot I bought this book. Hyperventilates, it's fine. Everything's fine. I mean, like, I could easily read all of these in a month. It's just the fact that I have so many books checked out from the library right now, and I'm participating in, like, a bunch of readathons and stuff. But it's mostly the library books that I have checked out that is, like, preventing me. But, like, it's very easy that I could stop checking out all the library books. I just don't want to. Alright, The Riddle Master of Head by Patricia A. McKillop. This is definitely not one that I would have prioritized soon, so I'm glad it got drawn. I almost forgot that I bought that on Audible, so yay. Next book is interesting. This is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Definitely not something I would have prioritized soon, but I guess I'm reading it soon. And last book that I own on Audible that I'm gonna read soon is, again, not something I would have, like, prioritized soon, so that makes me happy. 3 that I wasn't, like, itching to pick up right away, but that I'm excited about. The Sheep Farmer's Daughter by Elizabeth Moon. This is a book that I've owned physically for a while. I recently bought the audio. Excited to get to it. So, we are slowly but surely dwindling this down. I'm going to try to get this down to 100% zero by, like, August. And then I'm going to start over and put all the fresh books in. Which, hopefully, since I've been buying books and reading them immediately, hopefully there's not going to be too many. Although, okay, funny story. Keisha, you'll really like this. So you know, that book sale that Audible was having, like, a week ago maybe? Where it was, like, first books in series. So, on Sunday, I ended up buying quite a few books from the sale because I was just like, I want them, I want to get to them soon, I'm just gonna buy them right now when they're half off of what I would be spending normally. Like, they were all, like, $5 to $7 or maybe $8. I think I bought a couple that were $8, but then $5 to $7 pretty much. And so I bought them, and then on Tuesday, it was either Monday or Tuesday, Chris texted me in the middle of the day saying, our credit card was just hacked. Someone just tried to buy, like, a $500, like, hand blower, like, hand dryer for, like, a bathroom. Someone just, like, bought one of those and, like, shipped it to our house. Like, not even shipped it to them. They just, like, went on, hacked our credit card, and decided to buy, like, a $500 hand dryer, but, like, shipped it to us. But he noticed it immediately, like, the second it happened, disputed it, put a claim with Walmart, put a claim with a credit card company, and, like, everything got all sorted. He's like, so I'm just looking to see if there's any other, like, sketchy purchases. He's like, did you spend $50 on Audible? And I was like, nope. Like, yeah, that was me. Please don't dispute that claim. I want those I want those books, please. It was just like really perfect timing, and it was really funny. He was just like, okay, all right then. But like, I've been reading so many books recently. I read 55 things last month. I feel like I'm allowed to buy I feel like I'm allowed to buy myself books on Audible for like a pretty cheap price. Like, that is definitely a good price for like a physical book, so I feel like it's even a better price for an audiobook. It was for interesting things in Australia. Yeah, like someone just bought like a hand dryer. It was so weird. I thought it was really funny. I was like, yeah, that was me. So, thank you, Bruna. I was like, and I've been reading so much recently, and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy all these books that like I would have bought soon anyway, potentially, or that I'm very high interest in. I don't know if I was like gonna necessarily prioritize them. Quick exciting thing though, for my Audible books, I split them into categories. So like, bought within this month group, bought within this month group, bought within this month group. I've officially used up the red color and the polka dot color, and now I'm onto the green color, and then I'll be onto the pumpkins. So I'm officially done with my first 2 sections of that, which is great. Anyway, so fun read. Oh gosh, good luck with studying for midterms. Oh, Keisha. Speaking of side-eye, you should go to the Ripped Bodices Twitter. They posted a picture within the past, like, maybe 48 hours, like 24 to 48 hours of... Oh, I think it was on the Ripped Bodice Twitter. It might have been on B's personal Twitter. Definitely just go to Instagram. Go to Fitzwilliam Waffles, and they posted it on that Instagram. And I think it's B taking like a picture of like her outfit, like a selfie of her outfit. It's not a selfie, it's like in a mirror. And like Fitzwilliam's face in the background and that look he's giving her is like the most funny thing you will ever see in your life. Oh, you just finished your last midterm. Holy crap. That's awesome. What are the first 3 things on your TBR, Diana, now that you're free? You read 7 out of the 105 Agatha Christie books. You're following your 850 book planning. What does that entail exactly? When you go to the quilt shop, your husband makes you leave the credit card at home. That dog is judging so hard. Oh my gosh. Yes. His side-eye in that picture is hysterical. Just go to the Fitzwilliam Waffles Instagram. It's great. Because you delivered all your books at your grandma's. Okay. So the last challenge... Last star jar that I have is my Audible package challenge, and I'm just going to draw 2 of these. I want to kind of dig down. So I'm going to draw this one out. Obviously, I will not get through all these if I draw 2 a month, but that is fine. I'm planning on going a little more gung-ho over the summer, like when I've hopefully like caught up on my Audible books and stuff. Let's see. You're reading in order. I wonder how you have that laid out. Do you have that like on a spreadsheet or just like physical stacks, or how exactly are you doing that and keeping track? I'm curious. Isles, A History by Norman Davies. You're reading it from March of the Mammoths. Wow, that is a mammoth. That is almost a mammoth times 2. Okay, so let's see what my first Audible romance package is. That is to read a book in the... Oh, interesting. I don't think they're connected at all, Katie. Isn't the Bone Season urban fantasy and Priory of an Orange Tree high fantasy? A digital bullet journal. Oh, that's so cool. Priory of an Orange Tree is a standalone. So the first Audible romance package thing that I just drew is time travel. Okay. I can't remember the last time I'd read a time travel book. Interesting. And for Audible romance, this is like specifically to read a book off of the Audible romance package from a certain section. And celebrity. I'm not excited about that one. I love moving mine around as well. I always shift things around on my TBRs. Let's see. Here we go. Let's look at the Audible romance package together and see what comes up. So under celebrity, and the other one was time travel. Do you read 5 at a time and then you're allowed to read whatever you want? Or how exactly are you doing that? I'm curious. Oh gosh, there's 17 pages of celebrity books. There's only 10 pages of time travel books. Okay. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let's move me up here. If you see a celebrity book that you recommend, just holler. I'm ruining everything. Okay, let's go. Do you recommend any of these? Ooh, I've heard really good things about Charlie All Night. That might be the one I read. Some of these titles. Oh, you're reading 5 at a time. Holy cow. So are you always reading an Agatha Christie and always reading a Doctor Who and then reading 3 other things at a time? Is this like, oh gosh, Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book, what is his goal for the year? To constantly be reading 19 books at a time? When I saw him say that, I was like, I want to slap you. You're crazy. What's wrong with you? Metal bookcases with wheels. Gosh, I'm getting thirsty. And I have a live stream in 45 minutes, so I really should get off soon. But let's just, honestly, I think I might just go with that one. Because I don't even know what the rest of these are. And I'm very excited about that one. You know who I just heard about talking about Charlie all night? It is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Lane. If you guys don't watch Elizabeth and you are romance readers, I highly recommend her. She just started her channel in January, and she's just delightful. Oh, I already had Charlie and Knight under celebrity. I really just want to slap myself sometimes. Okay. So I was already wanting to read that one anyway. Okay, perfect. Added to my library. Now I have no excuse. By the way, the live stream tonight is on Taylor's channel. Page Screen Taylor. And we're discussing book 2. Either one Agatha, one doctor, and then 4 other books. They are usually one standalone, one part of duology, one of a trilogy, and one of a quartet. That's a lot. I mean, if it works for you, that's awesome. I have no idea what you're talking about, Keisha, but okay. 'Cause you retracted your message. Oh, the shame is okay. It's fine. It's fine, Keisha. You've read it before, so it's fine. Try one of the Nora Roberts books. They'll at least be decent. I will do that. Awesome. Okay. Any recommendations for any of these being good time travel books? The Winter Laird. Maybe I'll do that one. I have no idea what it is. It sounds like it has potential. You really liked Daughter of Time. Was that... Okay. Well, book 5 sucks. So. It's okay. This isn't the Somewhere in Time. No, I don't think that is the one that the movie's based off of. That movie sucks. I did a huge long rant about it either last week or the week before. And it's garbage. A Source of Magic. Ooh. A Viking for the Viscountess. Maybe. I feel like this is time travel historical fiction. I do remember hearing about that one. Where like he time travels to her time period and she, or vice versa, but she's like already like a Regency lady or something. Alien's Bride Book 2. I could not finish this series is the first review. Okay. Those cover though. Highlander's Bride. All these are like Highlander books. Very interesting. That's exactly it, Keisha. No, really, the 5th book, though, like, I'm not excited about rereading that. That book, boy, does it make me mad. The plot and the characters and the direction and everything. I've never read a Catherine Coulter book. Oh, it's abridged. Never mind. I will not read this one. Oh, that sucks. Stupid abridged books. Awesome. Thank you, Bruna. I'm excited. Hello. I feel like you haven't been in here for eons. How are you doing? How's your reading? How's life? Okay. I have no idea what this book is about. Daughter of Time. I'm just gonna put all 3 of them in so I just like remember what I was interested in. Alright, and there we have it. Those are the books that I plan on getting to. So I didn't even end up doing half the stuff I wanted to, but that's okay. I wonder if we could count really quickly. So I ended up getting to 27 books in January. So that's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is the score. $26, $27, $28, $29, $30, $31, $32. So I guess, nope, I read this one. So I got to 30 works in February that were not like graphic novels or DNFs, which is like pretty good. So. Yeah, it's definitely my least favorite part of the series. So, anyway, now I have a little bun on top of my head. Lovely. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I've been reading a lot. So, I don't know. Again, like, I know reading all these books is doable. I just need to, like, stop reading all the library books. Between me and my sisters right now, we have, like, 60 books checked out for the library. We have issues. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I have 28 books checked out from the library right now. I need to stop. But, like, I want to read them all. So I have, like, a really hard time being like, but I don't know. I have a really hard time, like, not checking them out if I want to read them. So I'm really going to try to push through a bunch of them over the next few days. Over the next week. I want to get through, like, 10 of them. And then we'll see where we stand from there. A bunch of them are just, like, books that I'm interested in for March Mystery Madness. So, like, who knows if when I'll end up getting to them. But, like, because it will probably be in the latter half of the month more. But I also checked out A Letter of Mary by Lori Arkeen. The third book in the What's-Her-Face series. The Mary Russell series. I did check that one out, so. There's a couple ebooks on there for me. And my sisters have a lot more ebooks checked out than I do. I pretty much only have audiobooks besides, like, maybe 2 ebooks. But I've been reading so much. And I've also been DNFing like crazy. So, like, I DNF'd, like, 4 or 5 things this past week. So, like, I don't know. I gotta have extra for those DNFs, but I would like to get that back down to the point where I only have, like, 5 to 10 books checked out for the library, so. Anyway. I'm, like, super excessive, but again, I've been reading like crazy, so it's, like, justified, right? Okay. I think I'm gonna go now. I need to rest my voice for half an hour before I have my live stream, but in case you want to hang out with me some more and don't mind talking and getting spoiled about Artemis Fowl Book 2, The Arctic Incident, I'll be over on Taylor's channel chatting about it. So, anyway, goodbye everyone, good night, thanks for hanging out with me, and hopefully next week's live stream is a whole heck of a lot less of a mess. Goodbye! Thank you for being here. Y'all are the best ever.